Well, when the time comes that I cut this stream up into parts, this is going to be a whole bunch of different games here, considering it was P5, it was Night Rain, then P5X, then Night Rain again. I think I said it was P5X twice earlier, and then I forgot that it was Valhalla that I played twice, with a brief BRB break in the middle. And then coming together and playing with friendos again. With Night Rain, let me go ahead and change the game over to Valhalla. And now, I'm not doing P5X again. Let's do Valhalla now. I would have done Valhalla earlier since I've been doing a bunch of P5X lately. But because it was just BRB and me not knowing when are the people I'm playing with gonna be available again, I figured I'd just play P5X that I can end at any point, as opposed to Valhalla here where I try to do like one story thing start to finish each time. So I thought that I was approaching the end in this game. I looked into it, just how much stuff is left. There's a little bit more than I thought, as it turns out, to do in this. So here, I'll tell you when I load on in. There's more plot arcs that I don't know how exactly long they're gonna be. But apparently there's a deal with some other world stuff in this game, kind of similar to the DLC of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I don't know if they're going to be similarly as long as the other world stuff there. I should really take that one filament box off that back couch and have it stop looking so unprofessional back there. So I should probably do. Switch to this layout here. Is not a bad idea. So I looked into it, and apparently to clear all the main story stuff with this game, I have to remember how to play this game again after I was just playing Night Rain, so now I'm going to have Night Rain controls on the mind. How the hell do I get in here again? Oh my god, I'm all the way around back, aren't I? I've still got this stupid thing on my face. How do I get it off? Is it just always on when I'm cloaking now? Oh, no. Oh. Maybe it's just gone now. I kind of panicked for a second thinking that I was just going to have it for like the entire rest of the game, which would be so insanely cursed. So apparently,
Good day, Eivor.
to do all the main story of this game, and how I found this out was looking into an official Ubisoft video that's like, what are the prerequisites that you have to do to access the last chapter that came out like 2 years after the game released. And in that, the checklist of things that you had to do is complete all alliances here, kill all order members. So yeah, that is definitely important here, and I can just look up a YouTube video seeing where like some of these guys are and start chipping away at these guys sooner rather than later, because I have to have this done before the final plot arc here. And I thought that was it initially. Turns out, there's more to do. And that more is, apparently you have to build a Seer's hut, which I don't know if I already did. Grain farm? That unlocks side quests that allow you to travel to Asgard and Jotunheim, and then you complete plot arcs there? And that's necessary to beat the game? Is apparently the case. So I've heard. Like, in the video, they were just like, complete the Asgard and Jotunheim arcs. I'm like, what the hell? And looked into it. And apparently to unlock them, it isn't some super self-evident thing. It's build a specific facility, the Seer's hut or something, and then go there and complete this. So, Valka the Seer can help awaken your senses and delve further into your strange visions. Unlock vision quests. Apparently, those vision quests are actually necessary to beat the game, as it turns out. So I don't know how long those are. I'm using my PlayStation controller today. I don't remember if I was using that or my Xbox controller last time here. Oh, I can open my script here, though. That's what I can do. It is occurring to me. Here. Let's see here. Go to my AC Odyssey folder, since I first set it up there. Open soundeffects.hk. And then open up Anti-Micro. I should just have my Valhalla script going. So apparently I have to, like, go to Asgard or something and complete stuff there, or else the main story is just not going to be completed. So I don't know what I have to do here to unlock those quests. There's no one in here. Read. Scattering grains from Valka, juniper berries, gills of a perch, talon of a white pigeon, red clay. Wait, do I have to do that to get the thing? What is this blue symbol on the map here? Oh, that's not the map button, it's the middle thing. This. What is that? I don't know what that is. I thought it was going to be a thing for the Seer's Hut. That might be an unrelated thing. But the interwebs said, build the Seer's Hut. And then, what? That was weird. And then you do stuff here. And that brings you to Asgard and Jotunheim. And you have to do those to beat the game. Apparently. So, like, what the heck? Am I missing something here? Apparently, another prerequisite is get Ravensthorpe to 5 out of 6 on development. And I already did that. Well, I went in there, and then I think the blue thing appeared on the map. So, maybe I never entered the hut before, and entering there made this blue thing appear? And then I go over here, and then I guess it's inside there. And then we get magically transported to Asgard or something. I don't know. I guess we're gonna go talk to Valka or whatever her name was, and drink something weird, and then go to Asgard, and then complete plot arcs there. I don't know why yet it's important to the story, but messages come. Let's check in here. Read Hytham's letter. Wait, what? Letter from Hytham. Eivor. I received another letter from our poor fellow soldier of Christ. He may have uncovered a few new targets. Visit my bureau when you have some time. Oh, well, this marks some more dudes on the map, and then I have to, well, that's another thing I'm gonna have to do here anyway. There's nothing from Valka here. Here, we can see this stuff here from these other plot arcs that I did out of curiosity, if I remember all these people's names. Wolfhilda's letter to the esteemed warrior, Eivor of the Ravens. As promised, I have completed my manuscript regarding the peculiar series of incidents we encountered in East Anglia, enclosed as a copy for your perusal. As to your request, names and deeds have been changed in the creation of a legend which shall invigorate our nation. Yours in God's name, Mother Wolfhilda, Abbess of Barking.
An inspiring tale. Far more fitting than that terrible day. At least you changed my name. And she got a dragon in. Always with the dragons.
Read Bishop Dareleft's letter. Noisy paper. Does my sword keep despawning for like a frame? Note from the Ealdorman of Sciropashire. Eivor, things have settled in Sciropashire. I can scarce believe all the warring and grief we went through. Should you find yourself back in the Shire, please come for a visit. Your friend, Bishop Darelaf. Alright, the next one. Tyrdir's letter. That's the one that we just did, right? Pretty sure here. Eivor, a passage is crossed out. I feel so odd to put pen to vellum after all that took place. I have recovered, and I am thrusting myself into my eldermanly duties. Oh dear, if I started to speak like Sunan. Sometimes I feel his spirit linger, like he takes up a space in my brain and cannot be exercised. I ramble. If you still think of me and Gloucester as a friend, then I welcome you to try the first cider of Elderman too, dear. Or however you pronounce it, I've already forgotten here. If you've time, God knows, it's been a long ride from your home to mine. It is a long ride from your home to mine. Your servant and friend, too, dear. He's added a drawing of horns to his name. Yeah, he kind of hated me at first, but now we're cool. Fancy-looking invitation with London's seal. To Eivor of the Raven Clan. Reeve Stowe and Urk cordially request your presence at the unveiling of New London. Your presence is not needed, but would be warmly welcomed after all you've done for our fair city. With love and friendship, Reeve Stowe and Urk. In small writing below. Hi, Broga. Urk. Okay. What? I did not mean to start crouching there. Can we read this one? Yeah, I think my sword keeps despawning. A letter from Akka. Dear Eivor, the wolf-kissed of Ravensthorpe. I must confess further to the great sin and guilt I feel for having betrayed Hunvalt and Swanborough. The Ealdormancy is stable for now. However, my heart is not. I regret my actions. However subtle, they enabled Herefrith to spill the blood of good yellow bellies upon the tiles of our Lord. I have much love for you and respect what you have endured unfairly. All of my prayers are directed at the light that shines through you and those you protect. Life is impossible, and I turn my eyes up to him. Akka, in faith. There. Well, I'll speak to Hytham for now, because I know that this is another thing that I do need to do to beat the game. But I need to figure out how the hell I get to Asgard. Words I never thought I'd be saying. How the heck do I get there? Time to die. Oh, that gives me stamina. Or adrenaline. Same thing, whatever. I will fully charge up then. Great. There. Yes, thank you. I will take lots of notches of adrenaline. Hi, how you doing?
Ah, here is something for you. An odd letter arrived a few days ago, signed by one calling himself...
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
That's right. Someone you know.
Not by sight. But this soldier has intimate knowledge of the Order. He's the reason I've found them so easily in the cities.
The letter says you must travel to Winchester, visit God's house and look for a man in white. Then recite this passage. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
All right. I will speak with Randvi, get a fuller picture of all this.
Do you need something?
Okay, a mysterious password. Well, I don't have things here yet. Speak with
Let's
Randvi.
go.
So is it going to be another self-contained thing? Oh, yeah, it is. New alliance. A new territory is available to forge an alliance. Okay, so that's another one that I have to do. Winchester. I wonder if it's going to be similar in style to the last one. I actually quite like the last one. But I don't necessarily need to be doing that right now. Well, I could tonight. And then it's a shorter thing. And then if I have, like, extra time and feel like staying up, then I can just look up where some guys are and chip away at some more of them. Figure out this whole stupid Asgard thing another time. What did it do to my camera? So, show nearby quest. It's already marked. Why would I have to show nearby quest when it's already the one that's marked? Hey, Basim, how you doing, man?
Basim, have you spoken with Sigurd
But yeah,
lately?
the game is just looking for alliances and then just clear the map. You got...
noticed any change in
What?
him?
You just got to with cultists. I just got to what?
He appears to me
Hello, hello, Duds.
introspective.
Thoughtful.
I have to clear the map. I have to kill all the cult members.
He
And I have to go
speaks
to this
as if he
otherworldly
hears the
stuff.
voices of the
My bad, I'm
gods
high.
whispering in his
Fair
ear.
enough.
We live in a strange time, Eivor. Among stranger people. Sigurd may be among the blessed. But who can say for certain?
Indeed.
Indeed. Yeah, so the alliance map clearing is an evident part here, but apparently I gotta also kill all the cultists, and apparently I also have to do stuff at the Seer's hut over here. That's not the Seer's hut. I don't know where stuff is. It's someplace over here. I gotta do some quests to beat the game or something like that. Get to the new map of the Alliance. There's a lot of side stuff like cultists you can do. Yeah, I have been doing a decent bit along the way. I greatly appreciate the follow there, Duts. So, like, these guys have all been guys that I've been taking out along the way as I've been doing alliances. But clearly this is not gonna get everyone when I've already cleared most of the map here. And, there's still a decent few guys left to go. So I might just have to start looking on the interwebs. Where are some of these people? And go around stabbing him. Hi. Show me the alliance map. Wait, so that unlocked this bottom bit, I think. Yeah, Winchester. This tiny little place. So I think this is the final arc, Hemwoodshire. So after I clear all the other places, that's unlocked. So I guess there's only 2 side arcs left here, and then the final one. But before that, I gotta kill all the cult members and, to go do the stupid Asgard stuff. Well, there will be some cult members here, so let's, you know what, let's go do this.
Received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of
Let's
Christ.
do this one.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes.
I do not recall this poor fellow soldier from Christ earlier in the game, but maybe I
As a
wasn't paying
West
enough
Saxon
attention.
Stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you, but that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I will pledge to Winchester. Oop. Yeah, there will be some guys I can kill there.
I will make my
But
way
yeah.
to Winchester.
Yeah, I presume
Better
that would be
ask
the
to
case
meet
from
a man in white at a house of God.
the way that they
Then
talked about it
recite
here,
this
but
phrase.
I never really
Pride
noticed.
cometh, then cometh shame.
I don't remember getting
Lowly
letters of
cometh
targets,
wisdom.
A passage from
but
their
this
holy
game
book,
has
I believe.
been such a blur.
Interesting. Go with care.
Yeah, I would not for the life of me remember any letters with targets. I've just been killing guys that have been around when I happen to be in the area there. Yeah, so this was the place with like the multiple synchronization points. Is what was going on over here. So I will go that way. Go talk to Mr. Dudo. Yeah, this arc is interesting actually one. I assume that this is an actually interesting one. That's what that's saying. Because, yeah, I felt like a lot of the arcs have been kind of meh. If this one's interesting, then great. I'll take an interesting one. Fair enough. What? Where's my wolf? My wolf? Come on. Here we go. What? Oh, sound of the fox. Can you do that for pelts and stuff? I'd feel bad. Let's not. Let's maybe not do that. Find and speak to the man in white. Man in white, so he's gonna have like an assassin robe as well or something like that. I presume. If I had to hazard a guess here. Can I get stuff along the way here? Like, and then I get leather. So that can be potentially useful along the way here. Well, it is currently the 31st of July right now. We are officially 7 days, 1 week until Fragapalooza. I am not prepared. I still have a little bit of preparing to do. I've been gathering up a bunch of my equipment lately, and especially today here. Oh, I guess I just punch and kick. I don't use my sword or anything. Winchester Arkstar, the City of Faith. Oh, usually there's a cutscene first, and then it comes up with the arc, but here's just doing it immediately. It's like I automatically cloaked myself. But yeah, so in 5 days, Finn gets here from Germany. In 7 days, it's Fragapalooza. This might be the first frag that I take all my monitors to, just because I'm gonna need them for, like, Smash Bros. Stations and stuff. Fragapalooza is a 4-day-long LAN gaming event that I run several tournaments at. So, unlike traditional kind of gaming events at a LAN gaming event, core challenge completed. What did I do? What? At LAN events, everyone brings their own equipment. So everyone brings their own desktops, their own monitors, their own chairs. If they sleep at the venue, they bring their own sleeping stuff. And there's some people that go pass out in their vehicles. Some people, like I have at some events, just bring their chair back and just pass out in their chair when they want to sleep. Some people go home. I set up a tent in the back of my truck and I sleep in that. But I'm running 4 tournaments at this year's event. So that's going to be keeping me busy here. And I'm going to be bringing a lot of equipment. Because I'm bringing my main desktop PC, multiple monitors. I'm bringing my secondary desktop PC for my friend from Germany to use while he's there with me. So it's there's going to be a lot of equipment that we're bringing there. But yeah. Yeah, it could well be. There's usually a little bit over 300 people there each year. I think we already have over 300 tickets sold for this year. So there's going to be quite a lot of people there. So you can absolutely wander around and see what kinds of different games people are playing. Because there's going to be a lot of different games on display there. And a few different tournaments of different games as well. But mostly just a whole bunch of people just playing games casually. Enjoying one another's company in the big LAN venue full of gamers and stuff. I've been keeping busy lately with 3D printing a whole bunch of prizes for my tournaments of articulated dragons here. So I have an entire desk full of all these guys that tournament winners will be taking home at different events. Wow, just set this dude back down here. All sorts of dragons people will be able to take home. So in terms of prizes, I'm pretty prepared. Still gotta scrounge up a bunch of my equipment and get all my cables organized and stuff. Figure out how exactly we're transporting everything over there. Since I'm taking basically like almost the whole setup in this room out to the event for the weekend. It'll be busy but fun. But yeah, appreciate it there. It'll be busy but fun, methinks. Whee! Uh-oh, that's not the hay. That's not... Ow. Yeah, should I grab the other viewpoints while I'm here? Oh, well, I'll grab this one at least. The quest objective is right over there. I'll be playing a whole bunch of GameCube games with my friend from Germany there, since he quite enjoys GameCube games, growing up with a bunch of those. So we'll have to play a bunch of things like Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Party, maybe some Kirby Air Ride. I wouldn't mind trying out. Have to keep busy with some GameCube shenanigans, and it'll be fun, I'm sure. I'm gonna be trying to maximize my stream time as best I can. The Old Minster. So I'll probably be getting very little sleep. Be very much depriving myself of sleep, because why sleep when I can keep on playing games at the LAN event? My HP isn't quite full, and that's a little bit dissatisfying. So, yeah, it's kind of the final stretch of preparing for that. What? How the heck do I guess I can't go right up there? And for a while I thought, if I really commit... Oh, now I can jump up there. Maybe I can beat the main game of Aesir Valhalla before Fragapalooza. Yeah, no. I think at this point, even if I did commit really hard as this being like my only stream game, yeah, I would not beat the main game before Fragapalooza. That's not happening. I'm gonna have to beat the main game sometime after Frag is done. It's gonna have to be the case, because this game is long. Way too long. this away. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't 100% the game by any means, but just beating, like, the main story, I think that that's still too little time there. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling. And yeah, that's also what I'm feeling. Same here. I'm not the biggest fan of this game. I liked Odyssey. I feel like it overstayed its welcome. I feel like Odyssey was a bit long, but I generally liked it. But that had more things that were catching my interest. This game it feels like a world of side quests to me, is my issue with this game. Is that it's all these disconnected subplots over and over and over again. So it just feels like a world of side quests rather than actually seeing through a story. Oh yeah, I absolutely agree. If I had to choose between Odyssey or this game, I would choose Odyssey. All the way. I have to speak to someone back here, it looks like. Like, it is, like, night and day. Even though there's, like, very similar gameplay mechanics with, like, the ability wheels and generally how combat works. But, man, in terms of gameplay experience, it is so different. I don't like this game, honestly. I like Odyssey. I don't like this one.
Pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
His name is Siegabald? Well, he certainly is bald. Oh. Dang. Where can I learn of his deeds?
Tell me where to step.
In books, one may find such wisdom.
Or maybe I'll run around and do some flighting.
Because
that's relatively easy to do. But I have to look up their locations if I'm not shelling out for Ubisoft stupid time saver packs.
In need of charity will reward you with a lesson.
I will return.
For you now, but I will return.
Maybe flighting would help me later in the game. How many more flighting things is there gonna be? Charisma things. What were the deeds of Christ? Valhalla's way too repetitive and forcing you to do the Alliance stuff. Yeah. Like, the Alliance stuff feels like you should only have to do, like, X amount before beating the game. Like, a small handful or something like that. And then the rest are purely optional. Because I do feel like side quests, like, you know, solid side quests with, like, plot arcs that you do start to finish. So, better than, like, a typical side quest in a video game, but still feels like side quests because of how unrelated they are to the main story. Unless it all somehow ties together in the end. In, like, some sort of crazy culmination, but I don't have that expectation of this game at this point. But yeah. Yeah, that'd be really cool if it gave you the choice. Like, I know that there's choices that you make along the way with the alliances, but it's usually small things like, do you want to kill the bad guy or exile the bad guy? Which one of these people is the one that betrayed the head honcho? Try to rat them out, and maybe there'll be some slight consequences if you choose the wrong person. But it would have been really cool to actually have the freedom to go and handle it how you want. Or maybe you go be friends with these guys, but this guy really ticked you off, so you conquer his territory. That sounds like a much more fun game. Baptism story. For God's Spirit breathed on the waters, and in the Jordan River, Jesus was cleansed of all sin. Yeah, I guess I'll just check these out. I won't need the flighting. I'll flight some other time. Something or other. Examine.
From the dead? A nice trick, and not easily done.
Resurrection story. At his tomb, the earth shook, and an angel appeared asking them why they looked for the living among the dead. He has risen. Yeah, if Jesus rose from the dead 3 days after death, then he didn't really die for your sins, did he? He kind of lost his weekend for your sins, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, there's a thing over here. What's this? Revelation story.
Just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
Revelation story. On the mountain, he walked with his disciples. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. There. Beginning lies with water, the middle is through light, the end is in the ground. Hi, man.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
Oh, I thought it would still say it there. He was cleansed in the river.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River, he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
And then it was the light there.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
They did not find him when they looked.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. And Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Are the riddles done?
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
Okay, follow the priest. Will do. Upstairs we go, I guess. Whoa, he's taking like 2 or 3 steps at once.
All I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Christ himself.
When he keeps silent is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears.
And who told you that? Did God tell you himself? What if he likes my prattling? How are you gonna know?
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul thrones, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
It was an amusing tale.
I learned that my gods and yours inspire tales of equal amusement. They make me howl with laughter.
A dull answer, but a battle-blunted axe may yet be sharpened.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex, but it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
Your god is not strong enough.
In the name of your god. Perhaps he is not strong enough to help you.
My God is the Almighty. But my enemies are numerous and my throne is fresh. There must be no trail from these murders back to me.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come.